Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited. We're going to be diving in. So you should be able to see my screen now. I'm going to get everything pulled up here. So today we're going to be diving into how you can scale your business to 7 to 8 figures with laser targeted YouTube ads, all while reducing dependency on organic marketing and Facebook ads, all the other platforms, how you can use YouTube ads to get consistent leads and sales. Now, at the end of the presentation, I'm going to have one of my YouTube ads experts diving in, doing a full live Q&A, answering any questions you have. So I'm going to be diving in, walking you through step by step exactly how this works, and make sure you stick around until the end so you can get any of your questions answered. We'll be doing a live Q&A right afterwards. So I'm so excited. Let's dive in. I'm going to show you how to scale to 7 or even 8 figures and beyond in your business using laser targeted YouTube ads. So let's start off with a question though. Is your business on the Facebook ads roller coaster? Does this sound familiar? One day you're riding high, your ads are performing incredibly well, and the next day they are down in the gutter. Right, up and down like this roller coaster that you didn't even opt to get it, to start riding. You just happen to be along for the ride. And even if you're not noticing that with Facebook, right, maybe what you're noticing is across the board, have you started to notice that ad costs are rising? Right? Everything, all the prices seem to be going up across the board on almost everything, and ads are no exception. Ad costs keep going up and up, making it more and more expensive to get the leads and sales that you're looking for, especially with old platforms like Facebook ads that are really saturated right now. Especially after the recent iOS updates just seeming to make things worse and worse. Now you can't even track the ads properly, can't even get the right conversion data going back. It's kind of a mess right now. And then even when you do have a great ad, do they always just seem to fail when you try to scale? One of the biggest things I hear, especially people running on Facebook ads, is they get a good campaign. They're finally, right? They get a good campaign. And then when they try to scale it, it just doesn't end up performing the way that you want it to. Google ads are really expensive, especially for pay-per-click. For some of those high-cost keywords, it's very hard to target. Everybody and their uncle is doing pay-per-click keywords, it seems like these days. So it's really expensive to target on Google search. TV ads and infomercials, they are a thing of the past, right? People are going to a new platform that we're going to be talking about in just a second. And don't even get me started on the organic grind, constantly producing piece of content after piece of content with seemingly no end, and not actually getting a asset that you can use, that you can scale with ads. Now, there are good ways to do organic, and we talk about organic in other trainings using conversion action videos or specific conversion videos. It's a framework that we have. But still, a lot of people are on that rat race, on the conversion grind. And the cold hard truth is what worked best before doesn't even work well anymore, especially with some of these recent updates. It is a gigantic red ocean, right? This isn't your fault. You are swimming in a red ocean that is blood red with competition. There is so much competition out there on Facebook ads, on Google search, people posting organic content. There is so much competition, and you're just doing the exact same thing as everyone else, expecting different results. In this training, I want to show you why YouTube ads are a total blue ocean, and exactly how you can use the power of YouTube ads to actually get in front of your ideal clients to get consistent leads and sales coming into your business. That's what we're going to be walking you through step by step in this training. Now, maybe you've tried to figure this all out on your own, but realized without a map, even a blue ocean can be hard to navigate. And that's why I put together this training to give you an exact map and compass showing you exactly where to go and exactly where to dig to find that sweet, sweet treasure that you know exists on YouTube with YouTube ads. And that's what I'm going to be showing you today, how to scale to 7 to 8 figures using YouTube ads, and how you can discover a bursting pipeline of new leads and sales with those laser targeted YouTube ads. We're going to be walking you through step by step the 7 to 8 figure YouTube ads strategy, right? What does the strategy look like? How to craft a winning YouTube ad script, Our 3D YouTube ads targeting method, which has been the secret to over $200 million in client revenue using YouTube ads, using that strategy. The Bullseye YouTube ads optimization system. Our omnipresent retargeting machine, how to retarget your ideal clients everywhere. The exponential growth hyper-scaling strategy. And then wrapping all of this up and showing you how you can scale to 7 to 8 figures using highly targeted YouTube ads. Now, this is the new way of getting leads and sales through YouTube ads, essentially taking your customer avatar, who you're looking to reach, your ideal client, creating assets, creating videos and sales copy, optimizing it, and then allowing you to get consistent leads and sales on autopilot. And I'm going to be showing you exactly how this works throughout this presentation. And at the end of the presentation, I'm going to give you my 19-page PDF on my entire $200 million YouTube ad strategy as an extra bonus just for staying, just for watching this presentation, special presentation today. I'm going to be giving you this full 19-page PDF. You can see it scrolling through over here that walks you through step by step a lot of what we talk about today, but goes a little bit more in detail about each of the steps of our $200 million YouTube ad strategy. So you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you stay until the end. That's how you're going to be able to get this PDF that we have. And what I'm going to be showing you today is how to turn YouTube ads just like this one into full pipelines of leads and sales. Look at this. This is my email inbox. You can see here when you leverage YouTube ads to attract your dream clients. Look at all these people scheduling calls with my team and I right here on our calendar. Look at all of these calls that are being scheduled in just within a 12-hour window. Look at how many start to come in. And if you take a look here, look at this. Imagine if your calendar looked like this every single day, stacked wall to wall with highly qualified prospects coming to you via YouTube ads. It's the exact same thing. Again, it doesn't have to be a coaching or consulting offer. It could also be e-commerce, SaaS, whatever it happens to be that you do. Imagine full pipelines of people coming to you, lining up to buy your products, services, whatever it is that you happen to offer. Now, let's take a look here. Ahmad's consulting business, you can see here, he went from $40,000 to $60,000 a month to $100,000 a month with YouTube ads. And he said that he hit, you can see here, he made this post, hit $100,000 for the first time this month. Couldn't have done it without YouTube and the all-star team at Ad Outreach. And he was struggling with Facebook ads. They kept shutting him down, kept having problems scaling, and he was able to get there to 6-figure months using YouTube. Now, it's not just, again, like I said, it's not just coaches, consultants, course creators, experts. You take a look here, Michael Gabrielli, he was stuck at $100, $120 a lead for his solar business. They call him Solar Mike. It's kind of funny, right? Within a week, he got 50 to 60% lower cost per lead. And he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars marketing mentorship. What you're about to learn today has helped him produce the best ROI he's ever had. And he's actually scaled these ads up. You can see here's his no-cost solar ad. He's profitably scaled these ads to over $850,000 a month in ad spend on YouTube ads. Imagine that, spending just shy of $1 million a month, and that's ad spend. So you can kind of do the math and see, okay, well, you're going to be earning a good deal of cash and profits there, spending that much on YouTube ads. Now you can see here, Tim Sanders, Private Label Masters, he of course implemented these strategies as well. Been working with him for many years now. He's scaled to over $1 million a month with YouTube ads for his Amazon course. You can see here's one of the ads that we helped him craft. Richard Shaw went from $40,000 to $50,000 months to consistent 6-figure months using our YouTube ads strategies. Jonathan Kirshner, he has Headhunters Academy. He also helps with recruiting. So he does a recruiting offer for different businesses. As you can see here, 10x ROAS, every dollar turning into $10 out. And he literally scaled from within a month of program, hitting his first $10,000 a month, within 90 days, $30,000 to $40,000 a month, and within 6 months of implementing everything that we're showing you today, he was at $100,000 a month. You can look at that 10x growth in the course of 6 months on the back of YouTube ads. Here's him receiving his ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club award. You can, of course, see Ann Sieg. We scaled this ad to over 2 million views, getting 5x ROAS, far more traffic than she can even handle. Used to the grind of pushing out promos, consistently tapping her list. Now she's able to get consistent sales coming in all the time. David Emmons, one of the absolute nicest, most incredible people. He has artist marketing formula. He teaches artists who sell at craft fairs how to sell their artwork online. As you can see here, scaling this video to 5 million views. He is consistently at a 3x plus ROI, spending $1,500 a day with no touch automated sales. Imagine, right? Imagine making 6 figures plus a month with no-touch automated sales of a $997 course. And he actually filmed this, one of my favorite testimonials of his. He filmed a testimonial of him hiking the Grand Canyon, disconnecting from his business for 3 weeks, just because it all runs on autopilot. New leads, new sales come in via YouTube ads. Now here's another one, $1 million in revenue in just 1 month from $202,000 in ad spend. He didn't want me to share his name here, but you can. He let me share the details, the stats. So you can see here, $202,000 ad spend, over $1 million, brand new record for them. We've also had many people get to over $100,000 a month. We like to send out these Rocket Awards. See a couple of them here. Donna Partow, $115,000 in 2 months. She helps people write books and you know, craft and create books for themselves. You can see $115,000, just 1 2-minute video. $514,000 for $44,000 ad spend. That's 11.7x ROI. One of the absolute best campaigns that they had. So you can see some of the stats. We've of course worked with the Proctor Gallagher Institute as well, and you know, of course, rest in peace to Bob Proctor. So truly an honor to be able to work with him and his team. And there's me with Tommy Collier, his former director of marketing, and you can see here, you know, one of the ads that we helped him create. And I'm glad we were able to do that before he passed, because now they're going to be able to continue to run those ads, bring more people into their programs, change more lives. Truly an honor to work with them, and we work with lots of other incredible people as well. Cole Gordon, 25x ROAS from YouTube, you know, closing 40% on cold traffic. Now that was just at the very beginning. So really, what this should say is we helped them scale from $600,000 a month to over $3 million a month with YouTube ads. So the ROAS isn't exactly 25x right now. That's what it can be out the gate. Obviously, you have a really strong ROAS out the gate. Right now, I think they're spending $300,000, $400,000 a month to make about $3 million. So still really strong. Most of that's spent on YouTube. They're doing some stuff with TikTok, some stuff with Facebook as well. And we work with thousands of other companies in a wide variety of different industries across the world. You can see here Alliance Solar, Warrior Babe, Snow Teeth Whitening, Proctor Gallagher Institute, Passion.io, eReleases, Private Label Masters, the U.S. Metal Roofing Consortium, Traffic and Funnels, Tufton Needle, Lendy, Groove Funnels, Conway Consulting, Anthony Morrison, Trick Trades, Abraham Group, Skyview Trading, Seven Figure Selling Academy, which is Cole Gordon's company, and many more. Literally so many companies we can't even fit on this screen. And again, my name is Alric Heck. I'm the founder of Ad Outreach. We're based right here in Austin, Texas. This is actually my office right here in downtown Austin, Texas. And we have helped our clients generate over $200 million in revenue from YouTube ads. Now, I actually started out on YouTube about 13 years ago by creating AppFind, a YouTube channel with over 500,000 subscribers. And through that channel, I started to discover the power of YouTube ads. I was getting all these sponsors reaching out to me to feature themselves in the channel. And all of a sudden they started saying, hey, how can we get in front of more people? And I started to experiment with YouTube ads about 7-8 years ago. And that's when I really started to dive in and started teaching myself from scratch how to run YouTube ads, and started to take off, got more and more successful. And that's really how I became a YouTube ads expert. To date, I've helped thousands of clients leverage YouTube ads. We've helped our clients generate over $200 million in revenue from YouTube ads, and along the way, scaled Ad Outreach to an 8-figure business. I've been featured on a wide variety of different publications and podcasts. As you can see here, I earned my ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club X Award for earning over $10 million using ClickFunnels. Also got the Inc. 5000, number 87 fastest growing company in America, number 7 in Texas, 5 in marketing and advertising. Honestly, this is something I'm really proud of. I actually got it right here on my desk. It's kind of funny, my parents didn't really know what the ClickFunnels Award meant or some of the more industry awards, but when it came to the Inc. 5000, it was something I was really excited to share with them, and you know, it's something that really means a lot to me, so I have it kind of right here on my desk. But again, I'm not showing you all of these things to brag. Here's a couple articles that I've been featured in as well, Inc. and Forbes. I'm showing you this genuinely so that you know that I know what I'm talking about when I teach you YouTube ads. I think it's really important whenever somebody gets on a presentation like this, you want to make sure that you actually trust them and they're actually telling you the best information, right? Because anybody can turn on a camera, make a presentation. You want to know that this is actually what's going to help you in your business. And I'm showing you all this so you know what I've done, you know my background, you know my credibility, you know that this is something that can help you as well. This is actually the YouTube channel. I started out 12, 13 years ago. You can see here over 500,000 subscribers. Then of course, now going on to YouTube ads, spending the last 7 to 8 years really honing and refining my YouTube ad strategies. Now, in addition to doing presentations like this, special guest presentations, I've also, of course, spoken on a variety of different stages. This is actually me at my own event right here in Austin, Texas. We actually, just downstairs from where I am in my office right now. We had about 80 of our clients come into our event. You can see here me presenting on stage. I had to do the selfie. I had to do it, so you can see here. Also, we've invited clients into our offices, had team members in our offices. Here's us with a variety of some of our, platinum level clients who we're working with, really diving deep into their businesses right here in our offices. We've also, of course, scaled up our ad outreach dream team. We actually have over 50 team members now, which is really incredible. And we're scaling fast and, constantly hiring new people to help our clients continue to grow and scale. And so this is just a little bit of background on me. Again, the big thing you need to know though is we have helped our clients generate over $200 million using the strategies I'm going to be showing you today. And that is why I can confidently say that we are in the golden era of YouTube ads. Now, you don't want to be one of those people that said, I wish I got in early on Google, right? Or I wish I got in early on Facebook, right? Because they had their heydays, they've come and gone. I don't want you to say the same thing for YouTube. Right now is the golden era of YouTube. That's why I'm doing this guest presentation, to tell you right now is the golden era of YouTube ads, and I want to show you where to dig for treasure so you can have your piece of the pie and walk you through this strategy. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are YouTube ads so effective? What makes these so powerful? And it's what I call the learner's mindset. What are people going on YouTube to do? They're going to learn. Right? They're going on YouTube, they're looking something up. You probably do it all the time. They're watching a video. What if you could get your ad in front of those videos? Essentially ethically hijacking YouTube traffic and sending it into your own marketing funnel. That's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. I'm going to show you exactly how these YouTube ads work. I've got 4 secrets I'm going to be covering. I'm going to be diving in how to craft a winning YouTube ad script, right? What goes into crafting the YouTube ad, the 3D targeting, all the elements of that. I'm going to be walking you through step by step. And the first thing that we need to talk about, right? Before we can get into the fancy targeting, don't worry. I'm going to show you our 3D YouTube ads targeting strategy. I'm going to put it all together. But before we can do that, you need to know what ad you're going to run. And this is what I call the value ad. Creating a video that provides genuine value and incites action. One of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs and marketers make when creating YouTube ads is just kind of throw spaghetti at the wall, different ideas at the wall, seeing what sticks. Right? Or trying to repurpose a Facebook ad as a YouTube ad. That's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It doesn't work. And the third biggest mistake is, well, honestly not doing anything or really starting with a blank canvas, not knowing where to go or what to do. So maybe you don't get started at all, or you just create something on the fly, right? Not really following a strategy. What you need is to follow a proven process to create a YouTube ad that converts, and that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you how to do. You need to actually create a production plan, video outline, and ad script to create a winning script formula, and that's what I'm going to be showing you how to do. There are 3 key components to a YouTube ad that is scientifically designed to convert, and that is hook, educate, and call to action. The hook captures the attention of your ideal clients, right? It pulls them in, captures their attention. Educate, this provides actual value for the viewer, golden nuggets, we call them golden nuggets, and the call to action gets them to take action off the video, go into your funnel, book a call, buy your product, sign up for your SaaS, whatever that next step is, right? So let's break it down. The hook. Now you have 5 seconds before the viewer can skip your ad to capture their attention, to get them interested, to get them excited. They're looking at that skip ad button, right? And you want, they're kind of like a goldfish, right? You want to go in, you want to hook them in, capture their attention, call out the viewer for a problem they have, offer to give them a solution, and then prime the viewer on what they're going to get in the rest of the video. I'll give you an example. Here is our best performing YouTube hook. There's a little something like this. YouTube ads beat Facebook ads every time. Let's face it, Facebook ad costs are going through the roof, and even when you have a great ad, they're almost impossible to scale. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use YouTube video ads, just like the one you're watching right now, to scale your business to 7 or even 8 figures and beyond. So as you can see, there's 3 components to that hook. The first is a big, bold statement that captures their attention. Remember, you want to capture their attention first. YouTube ads beat Facebook ads every time. That's a bold statement. Whether you agree or disagree in the moment, you're going to be captured in watching the video. A good ad also pushes the wrong people away. If you're not interested in ads, you're going to skip the ad. We don't want you to watch if you're not interested, because we really only want to pay and reach the people that are interested, that are going to continue to watch the ad. And so what we want to do is push the wrong people away, pull in the right people. We start off with a bold statement, right, that captures their attention. YouTube ads beat Facebook ads every time. Then what do? I call out the problem. Facebook ad costs are going through the roof, and even when you have a great ad, they're almost impossible to scale. Probably saw me say that at the beginning of this training, right? Those are some of the biggest problems that people who come to us to watch our presentations, to become clients, whatever it happens to be, 2 biggest problems that they have. Either Facebook ad costs are going up, or it's very hard to scale even when they have great ads. And we call out those big problems right in the ads. Then people say, wow, that's me. Those are the problems I'm facing. Then I offer a solution that I'm going to deliver on the video. Remember, priming the viewer for what they're going to get next. I say, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use YouTube ads to scale your business 7 to 8 figures or beyond. And so then what we do is we go into the educate section. Now, this is the biggest thing that people leave out. Remember, you need a hook, educate, call to action. How many times have you seen an ad that has a hook? It says, hey, do you have this problem? Oh, okay, go buy my thing. Or, oh, okay, go sign up for my webinar. Or, oh, okay, put your name and email in my list, or book a call, or whatever. You're not actually providing value. And what does the YouTube platform exist on? What do you do on YouTube? You're looking for value. You're looking for information. And so the big component that I really want to impress upon you to do is to educate and provide value in the ad. This is why we call it the value ad. You're providing genuine value in the ad. And what we call them is golden nuggets. They are small. And what are golden nuggets, right? They're incredibly valuable, but they're also very small. So you don't want to have this be really long. You're not trying to go on and on and on, right? It's a very small section, but it's literally worth its weight in gold. It's a golden nugget, right? Small but valuable. You want to give them a small but valuable piece of information that they can actually use within the video. And in our case, I actually show them what a YouTube ad looks like, explain a little bit about 3D targeting, walk them through a little bit about how that's different, and then I get into the call to action, right? So again, services, coaches, consultants, course creators, experts, authors, speakers, that's really easy. You've got expertise. You can teach them. You can provide a golden nugget. You can show them, hey, here's what you're going to do. Now, if you have a product or a SaaS, or you have something that's a little bit more commercialized, right? You could demonstrate what that product does, showcase it solving the problem, right? Or talk about how you're and showcase or demo the SaaS solving the problem, whatever it happens to be. Or if you're, in real estate or mortgages, for instance, what you could do is you could talk about some of the common misconceptions that people have or mistakes to avoid, right? You can get into, even if you're not in the expert space, you could share your expertise, which is really valuable. And then you want to have that call to action. Concise, clear call to action, get them off of that ad and into the rest of your funnel. So again, this kind of follows standard breakdown. You either go directly to a sales page, product purchase page, you go to a VSL or a lead magnet, a webinar funnel, call funnel, whatever it happens to be. You want to make it stupid simple what that next step they got to go to actually looks like. And so that is the winning YouTube ads formula. It starts with a hook, then educate, then call to action, right? So capture attention, pull them in, provide value, give them that golden nugget, and have a clear and concise call to action to get them off of the video and into the rest of your funnel. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions that people have is they think they need all this fancy equipment to get started. You don't need fancy equipment or skills. In fact, what we have found is fancy equipment and highly produced videos actually take away from your message because they feel less authentic. You need to be seen as an authentic authority in your industry, right? Authentic, people trust you, you're providing genuine value, you're being yourself, you're not overly polished, and you're the authority. You're clearly the expert, you're providing value. You want to be the authentic authority in your ads. Now, in the eras of, Photoshop selfies, gurus, and rented Lamborghinis, right? People are craving authenticity, right? They want the real you. They want real value. They don't want another flashy thing popping up. They want actual real value. So you need to position yourself as the authentic authority. That is the key. And you do this by recording simple, authentic ads. No fancy equipment or Lamborghinis necessary, right? All you need is a tool like this. I think there's actually a 5th version of this, the DJI Osmo Mobile 4. There's a Mobile 5 as well. $129 on Amazon, $150 on Amazon. You can pick it up. And this is a gimbal tool that allows you to record your iPhone. You put your iPhone in it. You can stabilize. It stabilizes it so it makes it look really smooth instead of the camera shaking around all over the place. Stabilizes your iPhone. It looks incredible. And that's all you need to film a great ad. It's just one of these DJI devices. You don't need a ton of fancy equipment. In fact, native ads really have that authentic authority feel, creating an ad that feels like the platform you're on, an ad that feels like the YouTube video they would have otherwise watched. It's really, really powerful. Now, the next thing, I kind of was wondering if I should share this, in this presentation or not when I was prepping for it, but I wanted to share this with you because I think it's a really important message. And even if there's just a couple people who are listening or watching this that benefit from this, I think it's really important. You don't have to be or look perfect to create YouTube ads or create videos. You just need to be authentic. And this is actually me about 4 years ago. I was 50 pounds heavier than I am today. And honestly, I wasn't really confident in the way that I looked. And in fact, I was really embarrassed about my weight. I had kind of let my weight gain, especially in the early days of this business, of really scaling up this business. I was pouring myself into the business, and I kind of lost sight of kind of let the weight get the best of me at that time. And so, I was recording videos, and you might be watching this and be like, oh, it's easy for Alric to hop on video. He loves video. And I do love video. I'm not going to lie to you. But I was self-conscious with the way that I looked. So I remember recording this video. This is, as you can see, March of 2018. So, a while ago now. And I recorded this video, and I wasn't 100% confident in how I looked in it. So I almost didn't run it as an ad. Yeah, me. I almost didn't run that as an ad. But I was confident in what I knew as the authentic authority, and I ran it anyways. And this was my first $1 million ad for my business. I don't look perfect in that ad. I look back at that, I'm like, wow, it's a different person than I am today. But it didn't matter what I looked like. All that mattered is that I showed up as the authentic authority. So if you're listening to this, you're watching this right now, right? It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, what you sound like, right? What your background is, what your age is, ethnicity, right? Gender, any of these different factors. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you show up as the authentic authority. It doesn't matter what you look like, what you sound like, who you are. You can be the authentic authority in your space. Just be yourself on camera, right? And then be the authority, provide value. That's the key. That's the key. And people will be drawn to you, right? You're going to attract your ideal clients by doing that. So I just wanted to share that. I know it's a little bit of an aside, but it's really important. Even this just helps a few people. There's always a few people. Whenever I do a presentation like this, guest presentation, like this, there's always a few people that, that I can speak to and impact. So that's what I wanted to do. And so kind of looping back here, all you need to do is to pick up your phone, your gimbal, and record. That's all you need to do. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You just need to be yourself. You just need to be the authentic authority. Now, if you have a product, right, and you're saying, hey, I don't want to be in the ads. I want to know, how am I going to get, these ads produced? We have what I call a top secret ad outreach influencer YouTube ad strategy. And what you do here is you hire a YouTube influencer to produce your ad, gets you hands-off, production feels natural. Now, this is more for products, right? So this is more for e-commerce. So if you've got an e-commerce brand, this is going to be for you. You can hire an influencer to produce your video ad, and this is an incredible arbitrage. I'll just explain real quick, because I know I talked a little bit about more the expert, author, speaker, and again, these YouTube ad strategies apply across the board. Regardless of your business, it's going to work for you. But I want to give, if you got an e-commerce product, one of the best things that we see works with e-commerce products is going and finding a YouTube influencer, usually a micro influencer, and paying them for a sponsorship on their channel for a full dedicated video. So they create a video on the channel. Now, what you're looking for is not the video, you're not trying to do influencer marketing, right? That's just a cherry on top. What you're looking for is you are looking for an ad that's professionally created by somebody that feels and looks natural. Now, yes, I recommend doing ads yourself. If you're an expert, author, speaker, coach, consultant, you're gonna wanna be in the ads yourself. This is for e-commerce. But you're gonna send this off, and then what you can do is you can put in the contract, and you can negotiate with the influencer and say these exact words. Hey, I'd love to promote this video for our products and your channel to more people. Do you mind if I run YouTube ads to your video? And 9 times out of 10, and you just say this before you send them the money and get started, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say, absolutely, I'd love for you to promote, because it's a win-win, because you're promoting their channel. But what you get is you get the verbal commitment or contract commitment, however you want to do it, to actually be able to run their video as an ad. Then you have an organic, natural video that you can run as an ad of them reviewing your e-commerce product. It's incredibly valuable. The goal here is you could have they'll post it organically. You're going to get some sales that way. Maybe it pays for itself. And then you have a video that you can run as an ad. You can do this multiple times, different influencers. And that's the best strategy on the e-commerce side. So now that you have your video, the next step is getting that ad in front of the right people at the right time. And that's using our 3D YouTube ads targeting, which has been the secret to over $200 million in client revenue. This right here is the secret to reaching the right people, getting consistent leads and sales with YouTube. But before we can show you how this works and teach you how it works, we gotta say what this is not. And what it's not is targeting like the targeting that's available on Facebook, which is only targeting in 2 dimensions, targeting demographics, right? Who somebody is, age, gender, parental status, maybe income, right? So basic demographics, where they're located, and then combining that with interests and affinities, right? So who they are as a person. It's basically, is this the right person? What are their interests? What pages do they like? Things like that. And with the ability to buy. Are they in the right location? Do they fit the demographic profile you're looking for? Right person, ability to buy. But here's the problem with targeting in 2 dimensions. Well, we live in a 3-dimensional world. So there's a 3rd dimension that is missing, and that is intent. That is reaching somebody at the right time. You might reach the right person with the ability to buy, but if they're just scrolling on Facebook, it's really a crapshoot to know if you're actually gonna reach them at the right time, when they're ready to actually take action. So you may reach the right person, but at the wrong time. And what happens when you reach the right person at the wrong time? Well, potentially nothing. And that's the problem. That's why Facebook feels like such a roller coaster, because you're relying on the Facebook algorithm to guess the right time. Everybody on Facebook, and honestly, same thing goes for other feed-based platforms like LinkedIn, like TikTok, right? Everybody is just scrolling. There's no intent of when you're reaching somebody. So you might reach the right person. They might, fit the demographic profile you're looking for. They might have the ability to buy, but if they're not actually ready right now, if they're not looking for this right now, then you may not get the conversions you're looking for, and the algorithm has to guess. And that's why sometimes you're riding high, sometimes it guesses well, sometimes you're not. The algorithm is guessing when to show the ads in front of the right person instead of knowing. And this has only gotten worse after the recent iOS updates, because Facebook has gotten worse and worse at guessing what that right time is. Now, when people go on YouTube, they also typically only target 2 dimensions, right? And this is a problem as well. This is why, a lot of people, maybe you've tried YouTube ads before, maybe they didn't work out the exact way you wanted them to. And of course, we're gonna show you how to do this in just a second. Maybe how to do it in the video, but maybe it was the targeting. What a lot of people do is they say, they take the demographics, the standard stuff, so somebody with the ability to buy, and then they target it and they layer it with intent, video targeting. They say, great, I can layer this with these placements or these keywords or these videos, and I can reach somebody at the right time with the ability to buy. But what happens if you don't put in the right person, the audiences, right? The affinities, who that person is? Then what's going to end up happening is you're going to get window shoppers. What happens when you're reaching somebody at the right time with the ability to buy, but they're not the right person? They're a window shopper. They walk into the store. Yeah, sure, they can afford it, but they're not actually looking to buy. They're in the right place at the right time, but they're not the right person. And that's going to cause you to also not get conversions. Now, what some people do on YouTube is they actually do the same thing as on Facebook. Sometimes they target ability to buy the right person, and then they don't layer the time, right? So a lot of people are just targeting in 2 dimensions. Now, what we have found is we live in a 3-dimensional world. Therefore, in order to get conversions, you must reach the right person with the ability to invest at the right time with the right message, which is your YouTube ad, for your ads to convert. Now, this is really important, so I'm actually going to go through this again. We live in a 3-dimensional world. Therefore, in order to get conversions, you must reach the right person with the ability to invest at the right time with the right message, which is your YouTube ad, for your ads to convert. This is the key to 3D YouTube ads targeting in 3 dimensions, targeting demographics, layered with intent, the specific video targeting, right? So the time, the interest and affinities. You're layering, reaching the right person with the ability to invest at the right time, and right in the center, that is your ideal client. This is the key to 3D YouTube ads targeting. Imagine reaching somebody you know is the ideal client. They're the right person, right? They have the ability to invest. They live in the right location. They have the right demographics. Maybe you're targeting household income. We'll talk about that later. And you reach them at the right time. That's the perfect combination to reach your ideal clients. And then, of course, you reach them with the right message, which is your YouTube ad, the hook, educate, call to action. So now I'm going to break this down and show you how this actually works. So you can see here we've got demographics, geography, household income, especially for higher ticket products, services, coaching, consulting. Affinity, in-market audiences, custom affinities, custom URL, custom intent. Don't worry if this doesn't make sense to you. I'm going to be breaking each of these down in just a second. Layering that with keywords, broad keywords, YouTube channel keywords, competitor keywords, topics, placements, right? So you're layering all of these together. Now what I want to do is just give you a taste and show you exactly how this works and how you can target people in each of these platforms. Now, to reach the right person, you can see here, we can target based on interest and purchase intentions. So we can actually go in and say, I want to target all the people. Let's use weight loss as an example. I want to target and reach all of the people that are interested in weight loss and losing weight. I can go in and target the right person based on their interests. They're looking to lose weight. They're looking for weight loss. By the way, I just use this as an easy example. Everybody understands, weight loss, what that is. It can also apply both to a coaching program, e-commerce, local business, brick and mortar gym. It fits a wide array of different things. But you can, of course, do this exact same thing for your own industry, your own niche, your own ideal clients. So you can see here, weight loss. You can create a segment. Weight loss, lose weight, target anybody who's interested in that or has a purchase intention. Now you can also do similar audiences. Now these are basically lookalikes, but they're on Google, so you could target people who are similar to all of the converters, all the people that have already gone through, become leads, right? There's also pre-built in-market audiences. One that works really well for us is targeting somebody with advertising and marketing services, right? Somebody who's in the market for advertising and marketing services. Well, that's exactly what we do. And believe it or not, Google is really good. You might be asking yourself, well, how does Google know this? Well, they don't just own YouTube. They own Google Search, right? They have Google Chrome. They have Gmail, they have Google Analytics, they have all of this data. Google has so much data about everybody. They know if you're in the market for advertising and marketing services. They know if you're looking to lose weight. They know who you are, what you're looking to do. They have so many data points, far more data points than Facebook knows about people. They have a lot of data points that are available at your disposal if you know how to use them. They even have life events. Look at this: business creation, college graduation, home renovation, job change, marriage, moving. They have all of these different life events you can target. You can go into detailed demographics as well. Target people based on, if they're parents of kids of a certain age, parents of infants, toddlers, preschoolers, grade schoolers, teens. We have clients that do SAT prep services, and they target, it's kind of cut off here at the bottom for some reason, but they target parents of teens 13 to 17, because who's making the decision, right? Who's making the real decision to get SAT prep services? It's not the kids themselves, it's not the students themselves, it's oftentimes the parents, right? The parents will make that decision. So now you're reaching the right person. This is the right person. Now I know it says demographics, that's not to confuse you. This is still based around reaching the right person. This kind of overlaps with demographics. Affinities, right? You could target these broader affinities, beauty and wellness, people who visit salons, food and dining. Now, I will say these are very broad. This is going to be more powerful for e-commerce, more mass market products, services, things like that. If you're more niche and you're really looking to target individual markets, I would go with some of these other audiences we're showing you. Now, you can also do Google search intent. This is really powerful, and a lot of people don't even know that you can do this. This is really cool. You can actually target people based on searches that they've done recently on Google. Look at this. If somebody's gone on Google, you can see here, people who search for any of these terms on Google, people who search for how to lose weight, best diet, best weight loss program, weight loss, right? Anybody who searched for one of those things, that's what you're going to be able to do. You're going to be able to target all of those people. So you can see here, how to lose weight, best diet, best weight loss program. If they search for any of those things on Google, you can target them on YouTube. Now, if you're already running any pay-per-click campaigns, this is great for you, because what you can do is you can just go in and say, okay, great, any of these pay-per-click campaigns that have already worked for you, you could just take all of your best keywords for Google search ads and take them and start running them with YouTube ads, and you'll actually see a much cheaper lead cost, because there's so much, again, red ocean competition on search ads, and there's less so on YouTube. So you can layer all of this in. You can target people based on recent Google searches they've done. Really, really powerful. Now, this next audience, this one's really cool. It's the URL audience, but I've nicknamed it the industry secret. And this actually lets you target URLs of different websites that people have been on, or similar sites, and target those people that have been on those URLs or similar sites. So imagine being able to put a pixel on your competitors' sites and target all of that traffic, all the people that go on those sites, right? Put a retargeting pixel on somebody else's site. Well, that's exactly what you could do with this. It's so powerful. A lot of people don't know about it. URL audience. So you can go in and you can target people who browse sites that either these sites or similar sites to Weight Watchers, Noom, Jenny Craig, right? So imagine if you're selling weight loss, you can target all the people that are going to weight loss websites. Really, really powerful. Same thing with us. We'll target people that go to clickfunnels.com, right? That go to these different websites, maybe to create landing pages, these types of things. And now we know, hey, if they're going to clickfunnels.com and we layer this with other, their top income bracket, they're watching videos on how to market, maybe a Facebook ads, YouTube ads tutorial, we can get our video in front of them. Again, 3D targeting, reach the right person, right time with the ability to buy. Very, very powerful. A reason we call this the industry secret is I was talking, this was a few years ago now, I was talking with the head of marketing of a mattress company. It's not Tuft & Needle, the one we work with, but a different mattress company. It's actually before working with Tuft & Needle. So I was talking with the head of marketing at a different mattress company, and I said, hey, are you guys doing URL audiences? These are doing really well. I think it would do really well for you. We're just having a conversation. He said, yes, but don't tell anybody. It's like the industry secret around here. It's worked so well. Well, hey, I didn't promise not to tell anybody. We discovered this. I don't know if we discovered it first, but we discovered it without that conversation. And now I'm going out here and I want to share what works best. And this works great. Other people want to keep this from you. I want to share this with you. URL audiences. You can create actual audiences based on websites people have gone to. Now, some people ask me, like, how does this work? How is this even possible? Remember, Google owns YouTube. You're doing this on Google Ads. What does Google also own? They own Google Analytics, which is installed in the vast majority of websites. They know all the people that go to these websites, because all these websites in general have Google Analytics. And even if they don't, what do people do? They don't usually type in the URL itself. They type it into Google, then they click the link in Google. If you want to go to Weight Watchers, you're usually not going to type in the .com. You're going to type in Weight Watchers, you go to Google, you click the link. So even if that doesn't have Google Analytics, which is most of them have anyways, they still see all the people going through Google search. So they know all the people that are going to these websites. And so now you can go in and target them. They give you access to do that if you know how to do it. and now you know. Now, you're layering this, reaching the right person with the ability to invest. So, of course, you could target based on location, gender, age, parental status. Those are kind of general demographics. But you can actually go deeper into household income. Now, this is really powerful because this is based on individual household income that they've identified, not zip code. So Facebook, some people might have PTSD. Facebook just does, zip code income, and that just means you're targeting all the people in California and not the people in the Midwest. It doesn't actually work. On here, on Google, it's targeting it based on what it knows about the individual user. And again, they have so much data. They also have Gmail, so they see all your purchase receipts. There's so much data that Google has about every single person. They see the sites you're going to. They get the conversion actions when you buy something. They know what income bracket you're in to a scary degree, like scary. But that can be used to our advantage as marketers, as advertisers, as entrepreneurs. We're gonna take this and use this. So you can target household income. Now, your mileage may vary. I'm just going to give you very, very broad strokes for what you can do. But if you're under $100, like e-commerce product, you don't need to worry about household income. You can kind of keep this open. You can test other things. In general, if it's over $1,000, over $100, $100 to $1,000, I would remove lower 50%. I target top 50%, right? So doesn't really under $100 doesn't really matter. Top 50%, 100 to 1,000. 1,000 to 3,000, I do top 40%. 3 to 5,000, I would do top 30%. 5 to 10,000, top 20%. And then over 10,000, I would do top 10% only within household income. Now, again, you're going to want to test this. Your mileage may vary. We've worked with thousands of clients. That's kind of in general the averages we've found work best. But there are outliers, so I would still test that. But in general, that's what it looks like. Is lower 50%, remove that. If it's over $100, 100 to 1,000, do top 50, 1,000 to 3,000, top 40, 3 to 5,000, top 30, 5 to 10, top 20, 10,000 plus, top 10% household income. That works really, really well. And just layering that in. So now you're layering, they have the ability to invest, right? Especially if you have a high ticket offer, right? Maybe you sell coaching, consulting, you're an expert, speaker, author, whatever it is. You target that top 10% or top 20%, whatever, based on the price of your program. You combine that with the right person, right? So now there's somebody that's maybe going to these different websites. They're going to these how to lose weight websites. They're going to these consulting websites, coaching websites, whatever. Or they're in the market for what it is that you do. And then you combine that with a video that they're watching. That's the next step. Remember, it's 3-dimensional. So you have the right person, ability to invest. Now you're reaching them at the right time. Now, the first thing that people go into is they go into placements. And you can choose all these individual videos to target. Like we could target all the videos talking about Facebook ad tutorials, for instance. And then I could get in front of it. I get YouTube ads, beat Facebook ads. It's going to be great. Layered with the other things. But the problem with that is it's very hard to scale this strategy with placements. And you also, every time new videos come out, you have to manually find those new videos. Now, there's tools that can help you with this. We'll talk about one in a second. But it's still a manual process, harder to scale. So you can get some low-hanging fruit, but it's going to be harder to scale the placements. And even Google now tells you video campaigns may perform better without placements just because it limits the reach because you're manually choosing all these individual placements. So this can still be good at small scales to get low-hanging fruit. However, it's not going to scale as efficiently. Now, you can do channel placements. Those are bigger channels. Target Tony Robbins, for instance, law of attraction, motivation channels, whatever it happens to be. This can be really powerful for you as well. You just have to find channels that are going to work well. But what we really recommend is keyword targeting specific keywords. Now, the reason for this is if you target a keyword, unlike a video, you could target all the videos that have ever existed with that keyword and ever will exist with that keyword. Like, for instance, if I target all the videos with Facebook ads as a keyword, I'll target all those videos I showed you earlier and any new videos that get created, all that have already been created and all that will be created. And I can go in and I can find a bunch of these keywords. But the trick is to also find more in-depth keywords specific to your industry. Now, I actually put together my own software on this, keywordsearch.com, and you can just see, here's an example here, but you can see you put in weight loss, and you can see weight loss exercises at home. You can see all the people that are searching, watching videos around that, weight loss workout. Maybe you're selling something as a supplement, weight loss drink or supplement, weight loss journey, weight loss recipes, right? So you can see all of the different keywords that people are looking up on YouTube. and start grabbing those and putting those into your ad campaigns. And there wasn't really that many great tools for this. There were some that kind of did it a little bit half-baked. Again, just going back to the credibility side, this is my whole world, is these video ads, YouTube ads, everything we do at Ad Outreach, and that's why I brought in a CTO, Greg, and we created keywordsearch.com to find all of the best YouTube keywords when you're putting these campaigns together. So those are the keywords you put inside your campaign. And then there's also another type of way to do this, which is topics. Now, these are kind of like the opposite of placements because they're very broad, which means they're very scalable, but they're less targeted. So sometimes they don't get exactly the results you're looking for. But if you find good ones, they can be really powerful. So for instance, marketing, advertising and marketing, sales, like we could target those. There's weight loss ones, fitness ones. So you could target a broader collection of videos. Topics are YouTube generated collections of videos. Now think of it like Goldilocks, right? Too hot, too cold, just right. Keyword targeting is kind of the porridge that's just right? It's got the ability to scale and it's very targeted, versus placements are very targeted but harder to scale. Topics are easier to scale but less targeted. We're doing most of our campaigns with keywords and layering those, but you're going to want to test a variety. And so then you're, of course, getting all of this and layering it with the right message, which is your YouTube ad. So you're taking that YouTube ad, and you can see here, you set the ad up, you put it in, you get the ad ready and prepped for VAC. So, you want to make sure you put all of the different headlines in, you get the video prepped, ready to go, put in the right link. Your video has that hook, educate, call to action, the whole process. Now on the back end, you are going to want to use omnipresent retargeting. So YouTube's bringing people in, but you're going to want to retarget people on YouTube, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, Taboola, Outbrain, all the different platforms. We do recommend omnipresent retargeting. But in general, the big thing is you're using YouTube ads to bring leads in for your ads to convert. You're using the 3D YouTube ads targeting, layering, demographics, interest and affinities, intent, the video targeting, reaching the right person with the ability to invest at the right time with the right message, which is your YouTube ad, and that is the key. That's the 3D YouTube ad targeting strategy that's helped us generate over $200 million for our clients, right? And as you can see here, it's all mapped out step by step, the whole YouTube ads strategy. So now you have a choice to make. The first choice is try to figure all of this out on your own. But there is a second choice, and that's to learn a proven and tested process from someone who's actually mastered YouTube video ads and successfully implemented this process into thousands of client businesses. And the winner's path is to learn how YouTube ads can be implemented for your business and actually learn these 3D YouTube ads targeting strategies. Now, businesses pay us $15,000 to $120,000 plus to have our team help them implement 3D YouTube ads individually. You saw the pictures, people coming out to our office. Those are some of our higher end clients. We of course have people pay us $15,000 to $120,000 just to have us work hands-on with them to implement YouTube ads. And that used to be the only way to learn our top YouTube ad strategies. Generally, this used to be the only way until now, until today. In this presentation, I am going to be introducing the 3D YouTube ads course. Right, so this is a brand new course that I put together, walking through my entire 3D YouTube ad strategy, step by step, everything that we covered, but in depth, exactly how to do it, exactly how to set it up. We're going to dive in. There's 7 modules and a bonus module. We're going to dive into planning and scripting your YouTube ads, exactly what to say and do. We've got templates walking you through it step by step, exactly how to get your ads created and crafted. They're put together by myself and our copywriters on our team, walking you through exactly how to create YouTube ads that are designed to convert. We'll show you how to film, produce those winning YouTube ads. We'll help you, of course, set up all the tracking, conversion setup. Very simple. Click this, do that. Very simple setup. Then we'll dive into advanced audience research and targeting. We'll show you how to do all the research, find your ideal clients, set up the targeting so you're reaching the right person, right time with the right ads. Then we'll walk you through launching your own 3D YouTube ad campaigns, just like we showed you earlier. targeting the right person with the ability to buy at the right time with the right YouTube ad. We'll show you how to optimize that with our bullseye optimization and scaling strategy. And again, these are full modules with step-by-step videos showing you step-by-step exactly how this works. And then of course, we'll show you our advanced YouTube retargeting so you can retarget those people that come in everywhere with YouTube. We'll even give you a bonus module with a training on our omnipresent retargeting strategy, how you can retarget your ideal clients everywhere on every single platform. So this is our 3D YouTube ads course, walks you through this entire process, 7 to 8 figure YouTube ad strategy, crafting a winning YouTube ad script, our 3D YouTube ads targeting method, the omnipresent retargeting machine, our exponential growth hyper scaling strategy, and all of this is designed to help you scale your business to 7 to 8 figures using YouTube video ads, attracting leads and sales. Now, this 3D YouTube ads course, like I said, clients have paid $15,000 to learn this exact strategy that we're showing you here and have us help them hands-on. But that's not what we're going to be charging you today. Now, we could charge you $7,500. Maybe half of that doesn't have the hands-on. You get access to all of the trainings, the process, the exact same videos our clients have gone through. We could easily charge $7,500 for that. We're not doing that today either. What we have is our 3D YouTube ads course is just $3,500. The entire 3D YouTube ads course, the full 7 modules walking you through step by step, is just $3,500, right? As you can see here, for the entire process, that is our regular pricing, but we're not even going to do that. We're not even going to do that. We are going to give you a today investment. This is for today, for this presentation, right? So this is a special discount. You can get the entire 3D YouTube ads course for only $1,950 today as today's investment. Just because you showed up on this presentation, you can get it for just $1,950. Now, we of course do have our regular pricing, the $3,500, but you have the opportunity to get this today for just $1,950. Again, businesses pay us $15,000 to $120,000 to have our team help map out this 3D YouTube ad strategy. But today you can get this for $1,950, the entire 3D YouTube ads course. You can click the link. It's either going to be below this video on the screen or right beside the video popping up now as an annotation. And you can click that link to go directly to our 3D YouTube ads course purchase page where you can get it today only for that $1,950, that $1,950. And so you can get that right now, $1,950. I'm so excited to walk you through exactly how you can use YouTube ads to generate consistent leads and sales in your business. I'm excited to give you this special offer here on this guest presentation today. Again, we're going to be showing you our 7 to 8 figure YouTube ad strategy, how to craft a winning YouTube ad script, our 3D YouTube ads targeting method, the bullseye YouTube ads optimization system, right? Exactly how to optimize and scale those ads, the omnipresent retargeting machine as a special bonus just for investing in the 3D YouTube ads course, and the exponential hyper growth scaling strategy, wrapping all of this up so that you can know exactly how to scale to 7 to 8 figures using YouTube video ads. Again, we've worked with thousands of different clients, all types of industries, all types of businesses, many of which you may already know. David Emmons, 3x ROI, $1,500 a day in ad spend. Ahmad, scaled to $100,000 a month. Matt Graham, 4 to 5x ROAS, consistently over $3,000 a day. We talked about Solar Mike, how he scaled to $850,000 a month of ad spend on YouTube ads. Tim Sanders doing over $1 million a month with his Amazon course with YouTube ads. We of course work with the legendary Bob Proctor. Honestly, in honor of my career to be able to work with him and his team. Cole Gordon, many different companies. The list goes on, and I am excited to work with you as well and your business to scale using our 3D YouTube ad strategy. So you can click the link that is right here on the screen. Just $1,950. You can get our full 3D YouTube ads course today. Now, we're also going to have our 3D YouTube ads Q&A coming up next. That is coming up next. We're going to be handing this off. They're going to be diving in to all of your questions. Any questions that you have, and have one of my YouTube ads experts hopping on here, answering any questions that you have step by step. I want to make sure that you are able to get those questions answered. If you have any question about the 3D YouTube ads course, we'll walk you through that. Now, I do want to honor what I said before I hop off here. I do want to give you my 19-page PDF on my $200 million YouTube ad strategy. This is an extra bonus just for showing up. A thank you for staying until the end. I promised this at the beginning. I stick with my promises. Now, this is inside the course. So if you've already gotten the course, you're about to buy the course, this will be inside. We also, of course, have all the videos. All the videos are going to show you everything that's in this document, more in-depth, step-by-step. It's going to go even deeper than this document. But if you want the document itself for free, you can click the link to go to the course purchase page, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see the link to download it for free at the bottom of the course purchase page that's linked here. You can get the 19-page PDF. Again, when you purchase the course, it'll actually be in there, and the course itself will dive deeper. If you want to get it for free, it's the bottom of the purchase page. So that is our 3D YouTube ads course. I am so excited. I'm so excited to work with you, to help you, walk you through this entire strategy to leverage the power of YouTube video ads to scale your business to the next level. That's my cue. I'm going to have to hop off here in just a second, but you don't go anywhere. We've got a live Q&A coming up next, or if you have to go as well, make sure you click the link here on the screen, because if you miss that link, you may not be able to get it at the limited time discount. Again, it's a $3,500 course. We're selling it for $1,950, and you can get it today by clicking that link right here on the screen, the 3D YouTube ads course, walking you through step-by-step exactly how you can use our 3D YouTube ads targeting strategy and the video production, the whole process to scale your business up to 7 or 8 figures and beyond. I'm really excited for you. Thanks so much for attending. I will see you inside the Ad Outreach 3D YouTube ads course. And now I'm going to hand it back over to you. We've got our 3D YouTube ads Q&A up next. Thank you so much. I got to hop off here. I'm so excited for you. I will see you inside the 3D YouTube ads course. Thank you so much for attending. I'll see you later.